Hello everyone, I am Mrs. Vasanti Revatkar here. Uh, in this lecture, I am explaining dicot family Euphorbiaceae. Uh, the content of this topic is systematic position of this family Euphorbiaceae, then diagnostic features of this family, important genera present in this family, distribution of plants present in this family Euphorbiaceae, habitat and habit of the plants which are placed in this family Euphorbiaceae, vegetative characters and reproductive characters, and lastly economic importance of this family. We are going to study one by one in detail. Then systematic position, the division Phanerogam, subdivision Angiospermy, class Dicotyledon, subclass Monoclymady or Incomplete, series Unisexualis, and the family Euphorbiaceae. This systematic position of the family is according to Bentham and Hooker system of classification, which is placed in which the Euphorbiaceae family is placed. Distinguishing characters of this family: the plants with milky latex. Plants are herbs, shrubs, trees, climbers, or cactus-like. Leaves simple, alternate, stipulate, lobed or divided. Inflorescence cyathium. This is the very characteristic feature of this family. The inflorescence is cyathium type. It is the special type of inflorescence. Flowers unisexual, showy. Plants monoecious. Flowers pentamerous. Then sepals and petals usually distinct. Stamen one to many, and gynoecium tricarpellary syncarpus. Ovary superior trilocular, ovules 1 to 2 per locule, axile placentation, and fruits dry schizocarpic. They sing into 3 separate loci or loci or cocci. Then important genera. There are about 283 genera and about 7,300 species in this family, and some of them are important. Some of them the genera are Acalypha indica, then cactus species, various species of cactus, Croton sparciflorus, then Euphorbia hirta, Hevea brasiliensis, that is rubber tree, then Jatropha species, various species of Jatropha, then Phyllanthus imblica, it is called as amla also, then Ricinus cuminis errand, and Manihot utilissima, and Trigia hispida. These are some of the important genera included in the family. As per the family, as per the Bentham and Hooker system, there are 283 genera are there. Then distribution. Members of this family are distributed everywhere except alpine and arctic region of the world, as most of the plants are xerophytic in nature, and as they are the xerophytes, that's why they are distributed all over the world. Then habitat and habit. The habit of the plants show lot of variation. They are herbs, shrubs, and trees. Trees means Hevea and Phyllanthus also. In desert region, species of Euphorbia are tree-like bushy. The latissiferous cells are branched with contain milky latex. Mostly plants are mesophytes. Several species of Euphorbia are xerophytes in appearance. Then vegetative characters. Vegetative characters contains root, stem, and leaf. Of them, roots are taproot and branched. Roots of Manihot esculenta, Becker tuberous, and contain plenty of starch, which is used as source of food. Stem, it is herbaceous, woody, smooth, and rich. It contains latissiferous tubes having milky latex. Leaf, leaves generally are alternate, sometimes opposite or whorled, simple, entire, or palmately lobed and stipulate. Stipules may be thorny, glandular, or hairy. Then reproductive character, inflorescence. The main characteristic family features of this family is the Cyathium inflorescence. It is a special type of inflorescence in which one central sessile, central female flower is there, and this female flower is surrounded by many male flowers, and which is the special type, bearing terminal central female flower which is surrounded by many stamens, is representing a single male flower. All these flowers are surrounded by a cup-like involucre formed by the bracts. Glands are present at the rim of the cup, which are brightly colored. The Cyathium looks like a single flower, but a closer examination show it is to be an inflorescence. It looks like a single flower, but when we examine this inflorescence, we will get that there are many flowers. Sometimes cymose inflorescence also seen in this family. These are the flower parts. This is male flower, means made up of single stamen. Here pedicel, this is stamen, and it is pedicel. It is female flower. Female flower is made up of this is ovary, it is pedicel, ovary, and these are styles, and upper there is stigma. Here a part of specialized Euphorbia Cyathium. Here is a involucre formed by the bracts, that is called as cytophyll. Then involucre, this is. Then these are the glands. It is female flower, single female flower, which is surrounded by many flowers. This is about the Cyathium inflorescence. Flower, bracts or bracteoles usually present. Flowers are unisexual, incomplete. Then incomplete means all the four whorls are not present in single flower, that's why they are incomplete. Then regular means actinomorphic. Hypogynous means having superior ovary. Perianth distinct or sometimes absent. There are also four whorls. Calyx when present, sepals 5, sometimes reduced to 3. Corolla often absent, when present then polypetalous, petals 5 often colored and attractive. Androecium usually as many as petal, sometimes reduced to 1. In Ricinus, stamens are numerous, branched, and anthers are present on short branches, raised by longitudinal slit. Anthers 2-celled, that is bicelled. Gynoecium generally tricarpellary, syncarpous, superior, trilocular, ovule usually one per ovule, exile placentation. Then style 3, stigmas 3 to 6 by forking, and simple or feathery. It is not present in male flower. The ovule has a caruncle. Then fruit, it is dry, schizocarpic, called as regma, which splits into 3 one-seeded cocci. Floral formula and floral diagram. Floral formula, there are 2 different types of flowers, male flower and female flower, and that's why male flower, floral formula for male flower is actinomorphic, male and all that thing. Here floral formula male, then calyx 5, corolla, androecium, and gynoecium is absent. Then for female flower it is as like this one. Economic importance. Acalypha indica, there are some plants which are very important as they are some plants are important as ornamental plants, some are medicinal plants, some are rubber yielding plants, and some are oil yielding plants. Some yields that good carbohydrates, and that's why the family is of great economic value. The members of Euphorbiaceae, these are some at a glance. These are also the members of family. Economic importance. Source of food. Manihot esculenta is a starchy food from the tuberous root. Then some plants yield oil. Common plants of this family, these are also. Acalypha. It is a genus of flowering plant in family Euphorbiaceae. It is the sole genus of subtribe Acalyphini. It is one of the largest Euphorbs genera with approximately 450 to 462 species. Very different species are there. In the genus Acalypha. Then that is Cordyceps virgatanum. Cordyceps virgatum. It is the decorative plant. The leaves are very attractive, and they are found in the different parts of the country as well as different parts of the world, in Malaysia, Australia, Western Pacific Ocean island, and the leaves are very attractive and very colorful. Then Euphorbia milli. This is the plant. They are having various. All these are colorful, which we are seeing. These are the Cyathium inflorescences. Now, the crown of thorn or Christ plant or Christ thorn, the various species are there. The species name commemorate Boron milius, and that's why it is called as Euphorbia milli. Euphorbia heterophylla. Here two different types of leaves are there. At the apex, the leaves are having two different color. Some are all green leaves are there, and some are shaded leaves. They are here. Some red patches are found at the top of the branch, and that's why it is the Euphorbia heterophylla. Then Euphorbia lomeli. Euphorbia lomeli, formerly known as Pedilanthus macrocarpus. It is an unusual, attractive, slow-growing succulent plant. Then Euphorbia turucali. That is, it is also called as pencil cactus. Means the cactus is there and milky bush. When we cut the branch of this plant, we will get milky latex. The tree is that grows in semi-arid tropical climate. A hydrocarbon plant, it produces a poisonous latex that can cause temporary blindness. Then Euphorbia pulcherrima. There are number of species of this plant, and all these plants, they show different colors of these leaves. Now, due to the different and shaded colored leaves, these plants are grown in the garden as an ornamental plant. Then Euphorbia lathyrix. The leaves of these plants are like the lathyrus, means lakhori, like a lakhori plant, or grass like leaves are there, and that's why it is Euphorbia lathyrus. And it is also pepper spur species, native of Europe and Northeast Africa. Then in Asia it is also found, as well as in our country it is also found. Then Euphorbia hirta. It is commonly found plant, very commonly we get all over our India, and it is herb, and where the some wild herb is that, and this plant can get everywhere in our country. Then Hevea brasiliensis, para rubber plant. Latex is collected from the stem of this plant, and then rubber can be obtained, and this is rubber plant. This is fruit of rubber plant, and this is the latex collected early in the morning, and from which rubber can be cultivated. Then Jatropha gossypilifolia. That is, gossypilifolia means gossypium, that is cotton leaf. The leaves of this plant is very much similar to the cotton plant. That's why this name has been given to this plant, Jatropha gossypifolia, commonly known as bellyache bush or black physician. Then cotton leaf physic nut, that is cotton leaf like leaves are there, and that's why the name has been given. These are the fruits of this plant, and this is the inflorescence, Cyatheum inflorescence of this plant. Then Jatropha podogrica, this is a pod like stem is there, that is rounded belly like or pod like stem is there, and that's why it is podogrica. It is also called as Buddha plant or Buddha belly plant. It is commonly a coral plant also. It is ornamental plant. It is grown in the garden for its beautiful flowers, that is inflorescence or beautiful appearance. Then Manihot. Manihot, it is also called as Shakarkanda. It is monoecious tree or shrub, and the genus is diverse milk spurge family. It is the roots of this plant is storage roots, and they contain starch, and these roots can eat very easily by boiling them. Then Phyllanthus acidus, it is known as Otaheite gooseberry. It is like amla, but it is not actually amla. It is rich in vitamin C, and these fruits are edible. Then Phyllanthus imblica, it is known as imblica or amla, amalki, and we all of us know that this is the rich source of vitamin C and very rich in medicinal property. So everyone can eat, everyone knows this plant and about the fruits of this plant. Then Ricinus communis, it is a castor bean or castor plants. The oil can be extracted from the seeds of this castor, and castor oil seeds is very well known medicinal medicine, and this is the medicinal plant, as well as that oil can be used as a lubricant, and that's why this is oil yielding plant. The seeds are grown, or the plants are grown for its seeds, and the seeds is oil. That oil can be used as a medicine, as a lubricant, as well as it can be used to prepare the soap or soap manufacture company, and to also from this oil perfumes can be also obtained. It can prepare. Thank you very much.